on the west coast of Australia, in the city of Perth. Whilst driving down the highway, Rob noticed something unusual and out of place.
We were driving down the highway at about 7:45 in the evening when I spotted 3 large lights hovering silently about 150 metres above the trees. I knew instantly it wasn't something I had seen before, and they were definitely out of place. The lights were so closely grouped together and remaining stationary, they seemed to be floating in the air. I couldn't think of a rational explanation, so I grabbed Darby's iPhone 5 and begun filming the event.
No ways, man. No way. Please, Dubs, please. I've got to pull over, please. What?
I've got it on my phone, bro.
Are you getting it?
After pulling over onto the side of the highway, we got out the vehicle and tried to make sense of what we were witnessing. As I already mentioned, the footage you are watching was filmed on Darby's iPhone 5. 3 balls of light, then within seconds, 2 of the UFOs teleported side by side where they begin the process of fusion.
Robert Mason believes that while on side of the road he was able to make some kind of contact with the 3 balls of light. Whether he achieved this through his mental thoughts or whether he somehow increased his vibrational frequency through some kind of instant meditation is not yet known. Once again, Rob has compelling evidence to support his hypothesis.
Whilst the 2 were fusing together, the 3rd UFO became brighter and started moving swiftly in a northerly direction. It grew larger in size and began acting suspiciously strange. Like the rings in the core of a tree, each one a different shade of orange, they seemed to pulsate, clearly under intelligent control.
After roughly 10 minutes, both Rob and his friend Darby decided to get back into the car and drive away. They had tried their best to capture the unexplainable lights on video and felt they had done all that was humanly possible.
Darby wanted to go, so I agreed to drive the car while Darby filmed. And astonishingly, the 3 UFOs followed us.
We're about to see probably from there. That's insane. Wait, they're following us now, dude.
For me personally, this is when things become very strange and quite fascinating. They know when Darby, the cameraman, is filming, and they position themselves perfectly behind a tree the moment I look away.
With the UFOs now following them down the highway, both Rob and Darby became quite curious to find out what the mysterious balls of light were, and what did it want with them.
That's them again, dude. Pull it up. Being quiet. Get my gun. Turn around. Get back on the hill. We're even pulling here.
If you listen closely, you can hear Rob repeat over and over that they need to get to the higher ground. Rob believes this just to be one of many examples in which Rob is in direct communication with the UFOs.
I've never been so excited. I was overwhelmed with emotions of happiness, and I was intrigued for what would happen next with the UFOs. Though ultimately, I don't think we had much of a choice. There was nowhere we could run, and nowhere we could hide. We got off the highway and pulled into Altone Sport Complex, where we filmed one of the balls of light floating in the air just above the trees, before it shot straight up into the night sky. This footage remains unexplainable and the object remains unidentified. We captured on film the 3 balls of light hovering above us in some kind of formation.
That was them, eh? There was them again, 3 of them.
Not knowing what Darby had just caught on camera, he picked up the phone and filmed one of the UFOs flying away at an extremely high speed before making a right angle turn and disappearing. When viewing this video and listening to the audio, you can hear me repeat the same few words over and over. We need to get to the higher ground. Was this some kind of message from the UFOs?
Rob had an up-close and personal contact with one of the UFOs, which unfortunately was not captured on film, and was only witnessed by Rob.
After getting out the car at Altone Sports Park, I had the most unbelievable experience which I will never forget. It wasn't caught on tape, nor did my friend Darby witness it.
2 nights later, on the 22nd of November, 2012, Rob and 2 friends went out to find higher ground. This is when Rob made physical contact with the UFOs, which was caught on camera. These 2, high-definition, high-resolution, digital photographs are completely original. Robert still has the camera in his possession, and is more than willing to provide such evidence.
After getting up to the highest point possible, I got out of the vehicle. I started to climb a small mound when I thought I got swooped by a big bird. Then boom, a massive flash of light, and I was facing the opposite direction towards the car where Donna was standing after taking 2 photos.
This is the first photo. This is the second photo. Here are the details for the first photo. Here are the details for the second photo. James Borg, who is based in Toronto, Canada, agreed to investigate Rob's testimony. Mr. Borg truly is a heavyweight in the field of UFO research and is not easily convinced. He could not find any rational explanation for the evidence we presented him, and he went on record and said the following.
This is the first known series of photographs that I know, and I've been researching ufology for a good number of years now, that we have, where we have the person zooming off and then zooming back, like being abducted and coming back. It's in transition. First known photographs that I know ever. Okay? So that's pretty significant. Just that alone for history on Earth.
Robert Mason accurately predicts the crop circles, for they are created on the other side of the world, and Robert has compelling evidence to prove it.
So basically I drew 2 circles, which I then used as eyes for a bird creature I decided to draw. After taking a photo of it, I then shared the photo with a friend from Facebook. It was a few hours later, maybe even the next day, when he showed me 2 photos of 2 crop circles that had been found in the countryside of England. I decided to write and self-publish a book about my UFO experiences. I didn't finish high school, so I found it quite difficult and challenging, to say the least. An American lady named Mirabai Butler was helping me in many ways with writing the book. I mentioned to my friend Mirabai what had happened in 2015 in regards to the picture that I drew and the crop circles in England. I told her I wanted to add it to the book. Her reply was laughter, and she didn't agree with me when I made a bet with her that I could do it again.
A week after drawing this on his hand, and after telling his American friend that the UFOs would somehow respond to his crop circle requests, Robert believes they did.
Up until that point, I did not even know there was such a thing as a crop circle season.
This was the first crop circle of the 2017 crop circle season. Could these crop circles be some form of validation for Robert Mason's UFO abduction claims? We will let you decide for yourself. For Robert Mason, this was more than a coincidence, and it only fueled his belief. This time witnessed by possibly hundreds or maybe even thousands of people. Robert was nervous and unsure if he would be a third time lucky. The third UFO crop circle had quite the effect on Rob, and once again his fire of belief had been reignited. Robert Mason wants nothing more than to be able to translate this crop circle and share its message with the world. Rob did not attempt to go any further with the crop circles for a number of years. After acquiring a night vision camera, he has been able to capture the unidentified flying objects on film since the year 2019.
Look at them two. Look at them two. Whoa, look at them two. Wow, that's cool. I'm gonna get that. Where's my fucking... Look at them two.
Wow.
That's cool. You don't ever see that.
Is it that one going straight down?
Yeah, hang on. I don't want to miss it. Hang on.
Oh, no, look up.
Where?
Up, look at our car.
I can't. I'm looking through the camera. What? Where?
Up.
Oh, yeah, I can see them there. They're coming in.
Like this bright blue.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, yeah, I can see them there. Hang on. Them two are fucking pretty cool.